What up? What up? It's Alex, Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. I'm bringing you my start and sit matchups for the week. This is the running back edition, so let's get into it. If you're on YouTube right now, hit the subscribe button. Go do it. Hit the like button. If you're not watching this on YouTube right now, go follow me there, Fantasy Football Hustler. Go subscribe. I'm on my way to 1,000. It is going to happen this week. I already know. So this is your last chance to get in on the Jonnu Smith signed mini helmet giveaway. So the way you join right now and get those last second entries is going and signing up at my website, fantasyfootballhustler.com. It's linked to my Patreon. All you got to do is sign up on any tier and you're getting entries. Sign up on the dollar tier, you're getting one entry. Every tier higher than that, you're getting bonus entries. So the higher the tier, the more chances you have to win this. As far as the Patreon goes, you want to get in the Discord gang. So you got to be on the Epic tier or higher, but the Superstar tier, that's the best tier. So get on that one or anything higher. Let's get into it, guys. So no teams are on bye. We got 16 games to get through right now. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Just go ahead, get it out of the way right now. Let's jump into it. First game on the slate for the Turkey Bowl games, we got the Texans at the Lions. Only one I'm starting in this game is DeAndre Swift if he plays. I mean, the Lions just look like complete dog shit. Last game, I'm not starting anybody else other than DeAndre Swift, and that's if he plays. And right now, we don't know if he's going to clear concussion protocol or not in time. Adrian Peterson, Kerryon Johnson, even though they're playing the Texans, I'm just not excited about playing either one of those guys. They both looked horrible in a really easy run match last week. And then Duke Johnson, really not trying to get him into the lineup at all. Texans are just not using him the right way. So unless he just stumbles into the end zone, he's really not going to have a good game. So I'm just leaving him on the bench. All right, next Thanksgiving game. This is the midday game. This is Washington at the Cowboys. I think whoever ends up winning this game is going to be the team that ends up winning the NFC least. I really hope that it's Washington because I just cannot stand the Cowboys. So Antonio Gibson, he did pop up as questionable today. I think he was limited in practice, so something to monitor. But I'm starting him. I'm starting J.D. McKissic. I know J.D. McKissic didn't get, 14 targets like he did in the back-to-back weeks, but still got to start him. I mean, it is Dallas here, so Antonio Gibson, locked and loaded RB2 in my mind, with RB1 upside. McKissic, easily a flex or an RB2. He still finished as the running back 24 last week, so that's still a running back 2 in 12-team leagues. And then you got to start Zeke. I know they have a really tough run game. He's just coming off his best game of the year. And I don't know, it can't get worse than he's already been, right? Peyton Barber, sitting him. Can't believe he actually stole rushes away from Gibson and McKissic last week. And then Tony Pollard. I mean, you got to really, really be deep diving if you're going to start him. And how about the night game on Thanksgiving? Ravens at the Steelers. So until all the stupid COVID reserve news, started hitting, this seemed like it was going to be a really great game. You'll notice J.K. Dobbins and Mark Ingram, they got that C next to their name, so they are not playing. They're not going to be able to be cleared in time to play. So the only running back that you're going to start is Gus Edwards. Not super excited about playing him, versus the Steelers, but he's literally all that they got, so he's going to get a lot of volume. James Conner, we got to pump the brakes on our expectations because going up against the Ravens, that is a tough matchup, but I'm going to start him. I mean, with all the injuries out there, you got to start him. And Benny Snell, you're not starting him. I mean, back up at best. It's crazy how he keeps getting the red zone runs, but I don't know. I'm still not starting him with any confidence. It's James Conner all the way. All right, about we get into some Sunday games. We're talking about the Raiders and the Falcons. I feel like you got to start Josh Jacobs. I mean, he's just been balling over the last couple weeks. And then Todd Gurley, I feel like his floor is just safe enough to where you got to start him if you got him in your lineup going up against the Raiders. He's, low-end RB2 at worst. So, yeah, you got to fire him up this week. Next game, Chargers at the Bills. I will roll out Kalen Ballage. The Bills have been pretty bad against the run. I don't want to start Joshua Kelly. Zach Moss, if I'm really, really deep diving, I would consider throwing Moss in the flex. Devin Singletary, no way. Devin Singletary is borderline droppable. He has been for weeks. So, yeah, Zach Moss, if you really, really got a deep dive. Giants at the Bengals. I think you got to start with both running backs here. So Wayne Gallman, he's the man at least for a couple weeks. Devonta Freeman, he went on IR, so at least it is very clear who the running back's going to be there. And Gallman's looked pretty good. You know, I mean, last time he played, it was versus Washington, and he got those 2 TDs. So yeah, they really believe in him. And then Gio, you got to start Gio Bernard against the Giants. Just a really good matchup, and I think he's going to get the volume, especially with Matt Flynn, you know, there now that Joe Burrow is out for the season. So, yeah, you got to fire up both these guys here. Nobody else worth talking about. Titans at the Colts. Got to start Derrick Henry. I mean, if you got Derrick Henry, you're just not sitting him. I mean, it is what it is. You don't want to have him on your bench when he just breaks off for 200 yards. So, yeah, Derrick Henry, you are starting him. I'm sitting all the Colts running backs. I'm sitting Jonathan Taylor. I'm sitting Nyheim Hines. If you want to get crazy, go ahead and start Nyheim Hines. I mean, he's the one who did the Colts in dirty last time that they played. But we see how the coach is literally just going to ride the hot hand, and your guess is as good as mine as who's going to be the hot hand that day. Panthers at the Vikings. Christian McCaffrey, coach has already said that he's unlikely to play this week. They got their bye week next week, so it's only fitting. But, yeah, it sucks. 2 more weeks without Christian McCaffrey. That really, really sucks as a Christian McCaffrey owner. So the guys we got to start here, got to start Mike Davis, and obviously you're starting Dalvin Cook. I think Dalvin Cook is just going to eat in this game. I mean, it's a great, great matchup. Got to start both guys here. Cardinals at the Patriots. I think this is going to be a big ground and pound game. I mean, both teams have pretty good secondaries. I think you fire up Kenyon Drake in this game. I think Chase Edmonds, you're firing him up, you know, as a flex, not as an RB2 or anything, but I think he is a decent flex play this week. Damian Harris, you got to keep rolling him out there. I mean, unless it's a super, super tough run defense, because they're just going to keep feeding him the ball. James White, I feel like the way that they've been using him, James White, he is going to be a decent flex play. I feel like his floor is safe. They're just going to keep giving him those targets, and they're not going to be able to throw that much on Patrick Peterson, you know, in their secondary in general. So I think that's super safe play this week for a flex. Rex Burkhead, sitting him down. Sony Michel, who knows if they even activate him. They did activate him off IR, and they didn't even activate him for the game. Dolphins at the Jets. Not super excited about this game, let me tell you. Salvin Ahmed, I mean, I'm rolling him out there. Got to be on the lookout for Myles Gaskin. He's able to be activated before this game, so not really sure what exactly is going to happen, but be on the lookout for that. Michael P. Ryan, they just threw him on IR, so he's pretty much done, you know, for the fantasy season. And Frank Gore, I mean, you got to be really, really desperate if you're going to pick up Frank Gore and actually play him. Browns at the Jaguars, only 3 guys to talk about here, and you're rolling all of them out there. You're throwing Nick Chubb out there. You're throwing Kareem Hunt out there, and James Robinson. I mean, he's a set it and forget it. So, yeah, you got to throw all 3 guys out there in this matchup. All right, we got a few Sunday late games. So, Saints at the Broncos. Alvin Kamara, man, with Taysom Hill there, he just makes me nervous, but you're still rolling him out there. You're not going to put him on the bench. Latavius Murray, I mean, he's even flex worthy in this game. The way that they used him last game and the way they got him mixed in, yeah, I think that Latavius Murray is flex worthy if you're kind of deep diving. And I just have a feeling that Melvin Gordon is going to end up being at least flex worthy. I don't think he finishes as an RB2, you know, RB24 or higher, but I really think he's in there in the flex range. Something just tells me that he's going to get another touchdown. I don't know. He's pretty much playing for next season right now because he's got that court date coming up, and he's got to get as much good film out there as he can before he's done for the season. And I think you just sit Phillip Lindsay. This is a tough matchup either way, and Lindsay really hasn't been looking great. 49ers at the Rams. Now, this is one I am not excited about at all. The last time they played, it was a shit show. It was a very low-scoring game, very low offensive output game. Raheem Mostert, if they activate him in time, I would play him. Literally not playing anybody else, though, as far as the running backs go. I'm not playing Jerick McKinnon. I mean, unless Mostert doesn't play, but then even then I still kind of don't want to play him. And I'm sitting all the Rams running backs. It is a shit show. Right now, you just do not know who is going to get the ball more. It's truly going to become a hot hand approach there. And they got 3 running backs that they're giving the rock to. And Cam Akers, he's out touching all of them right now, but he's not really doing that great. So, yeah, it is just tough sledding for the Rams running backs, to say the least. Chiefs at the Bucs. So, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I have him as a start here. I'm pretty nervous, though. I mean, the Bucs, they're a pretty stout defense, especially against the run. I think they just get him involved enough in the past where it's going to be worth it to start him. Now, Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette, if you had to choose one, I would start Ronald Jones. Either way, I'm pumping the brakes on what I think is going to happen. So flex worthy. I just feel like it's going to be a big air offensive game for the Bucks this coming up week. And then Leonard Fournette. If I'm desperate, you know, I'm thinking about flexing him. It's not like either one. It's not like Ronald Jones got that much more work. I think he really only got like 3 or 4 more touches than Leonard Fournette did. They were just going up against the Rams, and it was a tough defense, so both of them really got shut down. And Le'Veon Bell, are there actually people who are playing him out there? I threw him on the sit just in case, but yeah, nobody's actually playing him, are they? Monday Night Football. So David Montgomery should be back. The Bears offense is just going to be a shit show. Like, it is really rough right now. Aaron Jones, I'm throwing him out there. It's a really tough matchup versus the Bears. Jamal Williams, I'm just going to sit him down. But yeah, this is going to be a tough game for the Packers run game, but I still think you got to start Aaron Jones if you got him. And how about the last game of the week on Monday Night Football? Seahawks at the Eagles. Got to start both guys here. You're rolling out Chris Carson. Pete Carroll, he already came out like literally at the end of the game, and they said, is Chris Carson going to play next week? And they said, no doubt about it. So he was super, super close, and I guess he just didn't make it. So we still got to monitor, you know, the practice reports Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those are the practice days for Monday Night Football that you can monitor. So, yeah, I really think it's going to be Chris Carson, though, coming back this week. And the Eagles, they do have a pretty tough run defense, but either way, you're rolling him out there. And then Miles Sanders, this is a tough game for Miles Sanders, but you got to roll him out there. The volume is going to be safe. There's too many injuries to where a guy like Miles Sanders, if you've got him, I find it hard to believe that you can sit him. All right, guys, that is my running back video. That's all the matchups broken down. Those are all my starts and sits. Now, don't forget, I do 4 live streams every single week where I answer questions to take on your specifics. So this is just my thoughts on every single matchup, who I would sit, who I would play, you know, in a perfect world. Now, depending on who you actually have, that's where some more questions might come into play. So that's why I do the live streams every single week. This week, because of Thanksgiving, it's going to be Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning for a quick little session. So make sure you get in on it, subscribe, hit the notifications because you don't want to be left out on that. Get in on the signed Jonnu Smith mini helmet giveaway. Go sign up, fantasyfootballhustler.com. Go get in on it. So don't forget, guys, I break down every position, every matchup, every week. So go look out for the wide receiver video, the tight end video, the quarterback video, and then I'm also bringing you 5 defensive streamers of the week. So go hit it up, guys. I'm bringing that heat. Go look at all the other videos because all the videos, if they're not posted at the time that you're watching this, thanks for being in the notification gang, but they will all be posted very soon. All right, guys, I'll see you at the next video.
Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies, make money, 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 money.
Hold out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.